What's up? Welcome back again. So this is 2 in 1 day, which I don't really like to do too much, just because I like to, keep people interested. But I think you'll all be surprised to see this, so you'll all be happy to have a little gander at this. I've been checking all week for reviews online to be able to find these, just so I can see what it looks like, and nothing yet. So I thought, why not? Here we go. Let's get it out. So as you can see, we've got the Mighty Morphin Blue Rangers Power Lance, which obviously you can see on the box there that comes with a stand the same as the Red Ranger, but we'll have a look at all that when we get out. So looking at the front of the box, we've got the actual item there with a nice logo on the top and the same sort of packaging that we've seen in the last couple of helmets, and the power sword. On the side here, obviously we've got like a sort of sketchy artwork, which is practically the same as what we saw on the Blue Ranger helmet. And then up here it just tells us that we can expect to see some lights and sound, and tell us what batteries we need and stuff like that. Little Hasbro logo, and it does say it's an 18 plus item. Whether it will show that in the quality, I don't know. And then at the top, just a logo again, and then a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers logo on the side there. These are quite big boxes, so if you're going to keep them, or if you're not going to open these, then just bear that in mind, that they take up a lot of space. And then on the back, it just tells us that we are receiving a premium role play, or cosplay premium, with multiple configurations. Comes with a display stand, lights and sounds effects, and it is extendable. Tells us that we are receiving a plastic-free packaging, which is cool. And then we've got just all the legal stuff and the barcode there, which is always nice. So I'm going to bust this open. I'm going to do it off of camera because my little tripod isn't big enough to be able to see over the top, which is how I would usually do it. Just a quick one, in the packaging, this is what it all comes out like. So it's all tied down. We've got a stand there and a little box of bits or whatever's in there. Which probably just keeping the blades in there, holding it into place. It was the same with the power sword, so a little instruction leaflet, and then we'll just put the stand together. So I'm going to grab that all out, put the stand together so we can have a look at that. Right, so I've cracked open all these little bits and taken them out of their packaging, their boxes and all that sort of stuff. So looking at it now is first time for me, so I'll be looking at it the same as you would be looking at it as you're watching this. So inside the box there wasn't anything really to look at. It was all just little paper and bits of card and whatever holding it all in, as you know. So on the front we've just got a little bit of logo and display, and then inside it's just telling us where to put the batteries, which is actually a kind of cool idea. On switch, how to extend it and all that sort of stuff. Right, okay. So this is our stand, and they either go in there like that if you want them crossed over, or in there if you want it extended or sitting together. I think it's that way or that way. Okay, that way. So that makes a bit more sense. Right, so you can either put it in there like that, so you can have it laying just across the top, or how I will probably be displaying it, you can take them out. So they don't clip in, they just slot in nicely. So it's a bit easier to get them in and out. Oh, maybe not. There's one. Okay, so you have to do a particular side first, otherwise this is going to rub and it won't actually go in. So this side has to go first. So that's how I will be displaying mine, as like a little cross, just to save space. And then here is one half of our power lance. And it feels nice, it's heavy, really good feel to it actually. I expected it to feel a little bit more hollow. And then obviously we've got the coin in the middle there. So I'll just show you this blade part first and then we'll show you the other bits. Then we've got nice little sticker or paint. Oh, it's paint, I think, so it looks cool. And then some detail on there, which looks very, very nice. And then we've got the same on the other side with our speakers here and then just our on and off button there. Bottom here is how we're going to connect it all together. And then when you pull it up to extend it, you can actually hear it locking into place. And it even still feels very, very sturdy. I'm actually really surprised at the quality of this. It actually feels a lot better than the sword, to be honest. But there we go. And then just to extend it, just push it back together and it sort of, there's probably some sort of like little ball in there that will stop it from, and then it clicks in. So yeah, really heavy and good quality actually. Let's see how we do this. Does it just push together or? Oh, okay. Aha. Right. So put it together like this. It will start to sort itself out and then lock in, and then you just put the like the, I don't know, information bits together. And then we've got ourselves our unextended lance, and then we can pull that out and fully extend it. So as you can see, my camera won't fit it. At the end, I'll do a little picture of me holding it, maybe even put the helmet on for you, just for all you people with your weird kinks out there, but you never know. So I'm just going to undo all that, and I'm going to quickly stick some batteries in there. So how do we do this? Oh, okay. So you just untwist this bit here, only on the button side to turn it on. My hands are a little bit sweaty because it's a bit hot and I've just got in from work. So we untwist that. Got a little, couple of little bolts in, screws in there, which I'll just quickly undo off camera. Put the batteries in. Hopefully it will be 6 AAAs, which I'm prepared for, because if it's AA's, I'm not. Right, so I've got the batteries and that in. So straight away I can see why they're a little bit cheaper than the sword. There's no music in it. It doesn't do anything in that sense. I can't find any other button on it other than the fact that we're going to activate it and hit them together or hit other stuff. There's no swooshing sound on it, unfortunately, so you can't swing them around and go like you can on the sword. So I'm going to guess that that's probably why it's a bit cheaper. I don't know. Oh. Okay, so hitting it together like that has activated it. And then we can see that there's some light up, which is the same both sides. Meant to look and sound a bit like lightning because it's the same on both sides, so it's not just a steady light. Oh, okay, maybe there is a little swoosh. Okay, there is, I lied. There we are. Learned something new. And then hitting it together, we've got a couple of different sounds, but not a lot. And then just to turn it off, we've got a little button there. And as far as I can tell, this, whatever that is, does nothing. I don't even know why it's there, to be honest. I can't get it to do anything. It doesn't push in. It's not made of rubber, so I have no idea. Unless it does something else extended. Let's try. Okay, the swooshing's better extended.
Motion detected at the front door.
And I wouldn't feel too comfortable hitting anything while it's extended like that because it's very top heavy here. Obviously having that extended out like that is, you can just sort of see it. Yeah, I feel like if I hit something that could possibly break over time, but it is very well. Quality is it's well built. Quality is decent on it. So going into the patterns here, we've got some little bits there. It's all round really. Obviously our coin there. Extending it, we've got some patterns underneath there, and I don't know how accurate any of this stuff is to the show, because I've never seen it close enough to be able to say, oh, that's accurate or what. I've never been anywhere where I could see an actual exact replica to be able to say that yeah it is or no it's not, sort of stuff. So yeah, when I'd first seen this I thought, well, they could have added a bit of blackwash to it somewhere just to bring out some of these lines, but to be honest, seeing it up close like this, you really don't need it. It does look decent enough, and it doesn't look as cheap as what I'd seen so far. So yeah, overall I'm happy with that, and I'm happier with this, believe it or not, than I am with the sword. So that's a plus, seeing as it was cheaper, but at the same time, bit of a kick, because I'd rather be happier with the more expensive one. Please excuse my surroundings, but just wanting to show these two together. Obviously connected here, the lance is just slightly a little bit longer than the sword actually. So if we go sort of end to end, you can see that the lance is very, very slightly longer. And then obviously if we extend this out, again. And then just let me extend this bit too. So you can see there it's actually quite a bit bigger than the sword extended. So it's probably about right as it should be. And then comparing it to my Death Elf, because I suppose a lot of people know roughly how big they are. They're just over halfway. You can see that there with the sword, and then full extension of the power lance is just over 3 shelves worth. So that's the difference in the length. So just to summarise with this, obviously it's not as expensive as the sword, so I picked this up for around about $130, I believe. I did get a little bit of money off of that, I think, so it was a little bit cheaper than what it should have been, but I think retail they're around about $130. Quality of it feels very good. They're very heavy, especially once you get the batteries in. It does take 3 AAA batteries on each side. Looking at it in the stand, looks beautiful. So we've got the Blue Rangers coin, a lot of brickwork on there. Obviously it's a little bit bigger than the ones we've seen before, and then you've got 2 modes where you can put that in there. So looking at this on display, look absolutely lovely. Got to try and find somewhere nice to put it now, so I'm gonna have to have a little jiggle around. But yeah, they are available at Big Bad Toy Store, I believe. Sent them out a little while ago, so if you're looking at them in the US or anywhere else, they do international shipping. So if you're desperate and they're not out in your area and you want to grab one, then you can have a look there. Or if you're in the UK, I think Comics and Cocktails, they do international shipping if you want to have a look there as well. But if you're in the UK, most places are stocking these. Hasbro Pulse are stocking them. Same with the sword. So yeah, it's good. It doesn't light up as I thought it would, as much as I thought it would be, maybe because it's the lighting in my house. Sound wise, quality sounds good on the sound, but not having any extra buttons for it to do a little bit more is a bit disappointing. So I can sort of see where the lower price point is. It is still a high price point, don't get me wrong. You're still looking at the same price that you'd pay for like the Z helmet when that was retailed out first. It was about the same price. Draken helmets around about the same price. Basically anything that they're putting electronics in, they seem to be whacking up a little bit. But yeah, I don't know if these will go into a the Power Blaster or whatever it's called, the They put them all, like combine them all together. But so yeah, I've just tried to see if I could quickly find a bit of magnet in there or anything. So if they are going to do the full weapon, then it's definitely going to be clip in, because there's no magnet in there that I could find. If I'm wrong, then fair enough. But I've used a couple of different bits to see if I can find anything in there, and there's nothing in there. So I suppose they're pointing towards doing it, but they could get away with it if they don't want to do it. But hopefully they will, and we'll see maybe the yellow one or the bow next or something like that. So that would be cool. But that's it from me. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Please subscribe. I will be putting out anything as it comes. I've just recently uploaded the red power sword, so I'll leave a link in the description below for that if you're interested. And let me know what you think. Are you going to be picking this up, or are you waiting for it to go on sale? I know this one's a bit more of a popular choice than the other one because it's about £100 cheaper. For the sword, I don't think the extra light and the touch stuff, I don't think that really warrants having the extra price tag. So for me, this is perfect. Probably around what I would expect to pay. So I hope you enjoyed the video anyway, and if you're grabbing this, enjoy it when it arrives, and have a good week.